first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Boston Celtics, with a Game 3 opportunity to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole. They will need to bring all they can muster against the Magic. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
We are set for Game 3 in this Eastern Conference Round 1 contest. It's been a lopsided 2-0 series, but that might change tonight. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And the starting group for the Celtics. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Cartwright in at the 2-guard spot. And for Orlando, they've got Desmond Bane. Ball is out there with Banchero, and it's Westbrook in at the 3. You look at Orlando, they have a huge advantage having stole the first 2 games on the road.
I mean, they really do, B.A. This is a dream start to their playoff run. This team smells blood in the water, believe that.
Banchero outside. Orlando moving the ball around. Pass to Westbrook. 5 to shoot. And that one no good to start off the night.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Here's Cartwright, guarded by Bane. Cartwright gets the bucket.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
The kick out to Banchero. Rebounded by the Celtics. Pass to Cartwright. Launches it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Cartwright's got 5 points.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Cartwright. He's got 5, and they pick up 2.
And defensively, you gotta make them work harder. That's just too easy.
For Orlando, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Banchero right side. Pass the ball. Outside Bane. Just 5 to shoot. Tatum pulls it in. The Celtics have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor.
Now, Jason Tatum has become an extraordinary passer. This guy knows the attention he draws, just gets his teammates involved.
Outside Bane. Richardson against Ball. Back to Bane. Three-pointer. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
On the wing, Tatum. Back to Brown. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Cartwright. Now here's Richardson. Here's Cartwright. 7 points in the game, and the shot goes in.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Orlando calls timeout. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Magic head coach had a few moments to share with me. He immediately brought up Jason Tatum, the incredible all-star forward, saying, quote, Tatum is an NBA champion for a reason. He leads his team. JT does it all at 6'8", great passing it, defending, and obviously scoring too. We'll see how they plan to contain Jason tonight. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Some room here for Bane, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
On the wing, Tatum. Pass to Cartwright. Brown looking around. To Jacks up a three. Connects from downtown.
Now, Jaylen Brown is now so legit from deep, boy. You better make sure you're contesting that three ball. That's how good he is.
Now here's Banchero. Yet to see a basket. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Now, this is why Banchero is special. He can turn a bad possession single-handedly into a productive one.
Driving inside.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Magic trail by 7. Inside, Westbrook. Ooh, good finish at the rack on the slick feed.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And there's Richards on the assist from Tatum. Tatum's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Down low. Here's Westbrook. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Westbrook's got his 2nd basket.
Wow, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
It's Brown on the wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tries it from 19. And Boston again with the ball.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Outside Bain. Westbrook against Brown. And the shot is good by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Back to Pritchard. Pass to Cartwright. On the wing, Tatum. Over Banchero. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Yeah, Jason Tatum's jumper is just so pure. This guy is on point with the midi right now.
Orlando calls timeout. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Boston leading by 11. Suggs is out there with Anthony. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the 2nd quarter. Elbow shot on the way. And yep, a couple of bounces and it falls. 7 points in the game.
This guy's such a strong mid-range shooter.
Pass to Cartwright. Back to Brown. Here's Cartwright. Just 5 on the clock. Richardson against Ball. Richardson, no good.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
This one for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
And when you're trailing in a game, it can be tempting to try to go for the big play.
To the paint. Goes up. Oh, and that one has the right spin on it. It's good.
Really off on his shooting. Just 20% this period. Looks like he's getting a bit frustrated.
Shot from 16. Got it.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again. I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Westbrook gets the bucket.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
The kick to Tatum. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Pass to Cartwright. And here's Tatum for three. Unable to get that one.
Well, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
Fires the three. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Here's Brown. Orlando with the rebound.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Westbrook outside. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Westbrook's got 7 now in this quarter.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
And Boston calls time here. Orlando making a switch here. Banchero's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Richardson. A minute 42 left in the first half. Pass to Cartwright. Tatum against Banchero. On the wing, Tatum. 7 points in the game. Here's Cartwright, guarded by Bane. Pulls it from the top of the key. Cartwright gets the bucket. Cartwright's got 20.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score lock in on the moment and play the right way. He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
Outside Pritchard. Back to Brown. Jackson with a screen on Westbrook. And here's Brown for three. And the three-pointer goes. Brown's got 8 points.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Drops in the three.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. Jackson with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Brown.
Oh, my God. Look out below. Oh, my goodness. How about that move by Jaylen Brown? That is spectacular.
Westbrook outside. Launches it from deep. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And we finished off one half of play. Celtics out in front. They lead by 11. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Greetings, everybody. Game 3, and it's a huge lead for the Boston Celtics.
The three ball is falling. They've got good momentum. They're setting hard screens, and the shooters are capitalizing.
Everything working together. Checking out the circumstances for the Orlando Magic. A dream start. 2 wins on the road, and now a chance to go up 3-zip at home.
Well, they're definitely sitting in a good place, but they got to watch their backs.
Yeah, overconfidence could be their downfall. They can't get complacent and miss a chance to widen their lead.
Yeah, I like the chances. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. So the Celtics 5 right now. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Cartwright in at shooting guard. Magic trail by 14. A shot from the mid-range, and it's Richardson with the rebound. Richardson's got 5 rebounds tonight. On the wing, Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Cartwright. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Cartwright's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, how Jaylen Brown's facilitation skills advance the older he gets. Nice pass.
Westbrook can't hit.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Drives to the... Whoa!
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Boston shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Second half getting started, about a minute played. Well, the Magic's shooting 55% for the game so far. Ball passes to Bane. Back to Ball. They need this. And Ball throws it down.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
On the wing, Tatum. Pass to Cartwright. Puts up a 3. Fires in the triple. Cartwright's got 12 points here in the second half.
I just love the ball movement.
Magic trail by 21. Bancaro outside. From outside the arc. And it's Richardson with the rebound.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made 1 of your first 4 shots.
Cartwright gets the bucket.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Orlando calls timeout. Celtics on D. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Back to Ball. To the middle. Here's Bane. Rebounded by the Celtics. Richardson's got 8 rebounds in the game. From deep 3-point range, Cartwright's shot is off.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Now here's Westbrook. 15 points in the game. Nice D from Brown. To the inside. Here's Tatum. Drops in the layup for 2. Tatum's got 9.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Bancaro outside. Westbrook outside to stop the run. Orlando again missing. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Cartwright gets the bucket.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And the Magic call time here.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Both teams will make substitutions. Both teams deciding to change it up. Boston leading by 19. They've got Anthony Black. He's out there with Jalen Suggs. And it's Mamukelashvili. Right side, Pritchard. Outside, Brown. Back to Pritchard. Tatum passes to Cartwright. Shot clock at 6. Off target from outside. Orlando's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. A shot from the high post, and the jumper falls for him. He's got 24.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Now here's Pritchard to the left side wing. Bain against Brown. Baseline jumper. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Fires the 3. Sinks it from distance.
You got to tip your hat to him. He's doing all he can to keep them in the game. He still hasn't missed.
Outside Tatum. Back to Brown. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got his 6th assist of the night. Orlando's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. From the high post. Bounce. Is high off the rim and drops.
This guy is on fire right now. Defense has got to step up and try to disrupt his rhythm.
Now Brown. Richardson with a screen on Bain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Tatum with the 3.
First team foul. In for Boston, Sam Hauser, Terrence Shannon, Fred VanVleet.
For Orlando, they've gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this fourth quarter. Orlando moving the ball around. On the wing, Bain. There's the screen. From the top of the key, and Orlando tacks on 2 more.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Tatum. VanVleet with it. And yep, it's good.
Now you see the wherewithal of Fred VanVleet. Finds the soft spot in the defense and converts.
Pass to Bain. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Now here's VanVleet. Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Banchero. Magic trail by 19. To the middle. Here's Ball. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
That's about making an effort to share the ball. Banchero rewards a teammate for getting free off the pick and roll.
On the wing, Tatum. Guarded by Banchero. Puts up the tray. And Tatum with the basket. On the assist by Richardson. Tatum's got 6 in the quarter.
And that'll wrap up Game 3. Now we'll look ahead towards an important Game 4 for the Celtics.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they needed this win badly if they wanted to make it a series. And now it will be.
It's got to be a great feeling to get this W. They didn't want to put themselves even further in a hole than they already were.
And it's the Magic with the ball, following the bucket by Boston. The three from Banchero. And it's Richardson with the rebound. Boston dictating the flow. Tatum looking it over. Uses the glass on the layup.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Now here's Banchero. Ball, laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And he's now got the double-double.
I like how assertive he was, making his presence felt on the interior.
Van Vliet outside. And so it's Boston. Easily grabbing this one. Things were looking scary for them coming into tonight, but with this win, they're right back in it.
They showed a lot of character and a lot of heart. Many experts had written them off, but now we've got a series.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference Quarterfinals. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.